Emily in Paris is highly trending on Netflix. It seems like these days everybody's watching it. It doesn't matter if you love it or if you hate it, you're probably watching it. And today I wanted to give you the psychological reasons on why it's so trending. Why is everybody watching it?
Emily Cooper?
In recent weeks, with yet another quarantine on its way or maybe already ongoing, I started looking for new things to watch on Netflix. I started asking for recommendations, and then I discovered Emily in Paris. It seems like everybody I asked recommended it. And the amazing part was it's not like everybody loved it. Some of them loved it and some of them loved to hate it. It's a comic, very interesting show because of that fact. It is very polarized. It's either you love it or either you hate it. So I want to start with the biggest question. What makes people tune in and watch it? Regardless of if they hate it or love it, they watch it. And the first thing to address would be the world pandemic. We are in a state where we're overstressed and overworried, and this is the main focus. So it makes, psychologically speaking, a lot of sense that people want to tune out and take a mental break. You have to understand that our ability to process stress has reached to kind of fatigue. We are very tired with everything that's going on with our lives that has changed. And all we need is a little bit of escapism. So when you watch young Emily in her heels, prancing around the city in beautiful outfits and accessories, in what seems like prehistoric days in Paris, sitting in cafes, in restaurants, and talking to people with no mask when the masks were actually in where they belonged, which is the operating room. It gives a sense of optimism and joy. And I think it's something that doesn't matter if you like the show or hate it, we all get something from it, from that sense of normality that we all miss. This show is just what the doctor prescribed. It's kind of a rest for our minds. In a way, the reactions to the show reveal what we're going through. It shows how we react and the different reactions to chaos and crisis. What this polarization of the show brought is it elaborates how people react to chaos and crisis. We either run to escapism, we need to rely on something, or we're the type of people who like to confront the numbers and reality checkers. Even during the pandemic, you have the numbers people and the it's all okay people, the ones that are not looking at the numbers, that need to know that everything is going to be okay. Basically, we see Emily as the young marketing agency employee that is sent by her company with no French to represent them in Paris just in a moment. And we get how unreal it is, but we indulge and enjoy the fantasy. So while some enjoy the fantasy, others hate this unrealistic situation they're watching. So many viewers reported watching the first episode, hating it, bashing it online, on Twitter, on Instagram, but then coming back and just binging on the rest of the episodes. They report that at some point they got so bored out of doing nothing or just having this free time, and they just watched the show and loved hating it. Some people are just too stressed to unwind, and it's too difficult for them to get on board with this type of show. It has been so long since our lives were normal and were remotely close to what we're seeing. For these people, escapism is like fighting this moral duty of being in touch with what's going on. For others, they just need it. They need the break. For them, it's a great way to check out of this pandemic that we're in and dive headfirst into this fantasy and this world that we want to go back to. So yes, we are divided. Psychologically speaking, the mindset of the fantasy seekers is different from the reality checker ones. For the fantasy people, it doesn't matter how far-fetched it is, it's in a way inspiration and aspiration to watch this type of show. And for the reality confrontation type, it seems even irresponsible or delusional to watch this type of fantasy because it seems so detached from the harsh reality we are in right now. So the reason they love to watch it is for the pure judgment of it. So ask yourself, what type are you? Are you the fantasy, escapism type, or are you the reality confrontation type? Either way, it can tell you something about how you handle situations in life, and especially right now with the chaos and the crisis that are around us. I want you to know that either way you are, it's okay. We all handle situations differently. We're individuals and we are different. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Either way, watching Emily in Paris provides a moment where you can pretend you're in a different world, this maskless world where you land in beautiful cities and everything seems normal.
So, you've come to teach the French some American tricks?
On the other hand, you can also just watch it and do everything. Watch the show, and you don't have to think about the one thing that everybody's thinking right now, which is COVID-19. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I wanted to give you something fun and just to understand a little bit about this type of shows that we watch and what makes some shows activate people more than others. And if you liked it, hit the bell button so you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to be here next week on Tuesday. So thank you so much and I'll see you. Bye.